The kind of experience that sometimes people can look back to when they were either looking at imminent death or, I mean, I have this conversation with my patients also sometimes who are going through that, and then they say very clearly that something intrinsically or internally happens to them, and their whole view of life changes.
Well, this is called fitrah, right? I mean, this is what the Quran calls fitrah, which is the inherent nature. And I think what happens, which is fascinating, because my own time of working in critical care, which was for about 4 years, and dealing with patients, and I was in a cardiac unit, so I was dealing with people that were dealing with heart attacks. And it's fascinating to see a vista open up to people that are confronted with their mortality, and it can be closed very quickly. And oftentimes it's the physician who is complicit in the closing of that vista, because they'll remind them that this is, you know, things are okay. All you need to do, I think, you know, you've had a slight infarct. There's not a lot of damage to the tissue. You can have a good long life if you just, you know, cut down on the fat, lower your cholesterol and things like this. And suddenly you see, within a period of a day or so, a patient who has had this impact, in which they're saying, wow, I need to look at my priorities and what's important in life and where am I going and and suddenly they're back on the phone calling, and I think my doctor says I can get back to work by, you know, 2 weeks or a week. And so it's fascinating. So I think vistas do open up for human beings. And I, at the age of 17, chose to you know, to enter into that vista and really to explore it to its fullest, and it ended up in my conversion to Islam. And I think that somebody would have a very similar experience as I did, and they might look at and get interested at that vista, but turn and get on with life, and I didn't, and it's been a defining moment for me in my life and a turning point.